shows. That's like my favorite hobby, if that's considered a hobby. And I've been meaning to give you guys some recommendations for a long time, like to actually film a recommendation video. But today we are going to be recommending something, as you've seen in the title. And today's category, I guess, is K-dramas. If you don't know what K-dramas are, they are basically like Korean short series. They're usually like 12 to 16 episodes long, and usually they last, like each one lasts like about an hour. That can change, especially like nowadays. Sometimes they'll do like a 14 episode one, or like a 10 episode or 9 episode one, but they are usually short, and they do have, a beginning, middle, and end of a story. Like it doesn't usually have more seasons than one. So it's really like a long ass movie, a short series. That's it. So I thought it would be really fun to make sort of like a beginner's guide in a way. Not really a guide, but recommendations if you want to get into Korean dramas. I love them. I think that they're really fun and interesting, especially from a Western perspective. When I started watching it, it's really, really different from what we know and what we usually watch. So it was really, really like something that I really liked. I do think I started watching in like 2016, so it's been a really long time. Nowadays I don't watch it as much, but I still enjoy some K-dramas that come out. My mom watches it a lot, so, and my sister too. So whenever there's like an interesting one, I watch it. Right now I am watching Dynamite Kiss on Netflix. It's still like coming out 2 episodes a week, and I'm loving it. But anyway, let's get to it. I've rambled on for too long. I separated in like categories kinda, but you do have to understand that actually don't remember details about the plot, but I do know that she's a doctor and he is in the military. I think he's a captain too, or some sort of leader. I'm not too sure what his rank is, but and they meet like in the city. I'm not sure if they don't like each other, or if they do like each other, and then they like try to date and they don't work out or something, but they end up on this foreign country together on the same sort of base, because she's a doctor, so she goes there as a punishment for something that, anyway, not really necessary to add, but yeah, so they end up on this base camp or whatever it's called in like a foreign country, and a lot of things happen. There's like a second couple that's really good too. It's very dramatic, also very fun. The actors who played the main characters actually did get married, but they did get divorced. But don't let that deter you from watching the drama, because it's really, really good. It was one of the first dramas that I watched, and it sort of like put me on the path of Korean dramas, because my actual like Asian drama was a Japanese one that, in my opinion, wasn't very good, but I was kind of intrigued by it, so I watched the first season. But then I found out about Korean dramas, and I'm pretty sure Descendants of the Sun was the first one that I actually finished. Yeah, and then after that I was like just watching Korean dramas. I was like obsessed with it. But I do really recommend this one. This is sort of a classic in the K-drama world. You have to watch it. The other one in this category, and the last one, is When the Phone Rings. This one is a more recent one. The other ones are from like, I don't even know, like over 5 years ago. This one is maybe from last year or like 2 years ago, but anyway, doesn't matter. If I'm not mistaken, the main story or plot line or whatever is that they are married, but it's sort of it starts when they're married, but it's sort of marriage of convenience, and they don't really have like a good relationship. She really feels isolated, and he kind of ignores her. He's not abusive or anything like that, but he's just not like very present. And actually, let me look it up, because I don't know if I'm giving a spoiler or not. Oh, okay. Let me read the synopsis. Bexa On, I think that's how it's called. Oh, it's pronounced. The youngest presidential spokesman in Korea comes from a prestigious political family. His background includes roles as a war correspondent, hostage negotiator, and news anchor. 3 years ago, he married Hong Hee-ju, a mute sign language interpreter and the stepdaughter of a newspaper proprietor. Their marriage, based on convenience, has been distant and cold. However, when Hee-ju is kidnapped, their lives and relationship are changed. It doesn't sound like much, but it's actually pretty, like, how can I say this? You get hooked really fast. It's a little bit insane, but it's also very entertaining. The couple does have great chemistry, and synopsis now because I'm not gonna be able to talk about each one of these, I think, especially because I'll forget like details or maybe even like spoil something. But the next category is fantasy. Doom at your service. Let me read the synopsis. Tak Dong-kyung has been working hard ever since her parents passed away. Her life seemed more stable after working as a web novel editor for 6 years. But then she gets diagnosed with glioblastoma, brain cancer. She blames her unlucky life and wishes to curse everything to disappear, which unintentionally calls Myeolmang, Doom himself, neither human nor God, to appear. Myeolmang says that he can grant Dong-kyung's wishes as her last hope. She makes a contract with Myeolmang for 100 days to live how she wants, risking her everything. This one is it was like a nice surprise. I knew the actors, so I was like interested to see them together, I guess. And I really enjoyed this one. Like, it's also a little heartbreaking, but it doesn't end the way you think it's gonna end, by the way. Just so you know beforehand, because I know I do not like MCD, which is major character death, or main character death or something. And she does not die. I'm gonna say it out the gate. But there's so much more about it, and you kind of fall in love with Doom and just them both. Like, it's really good. And the last fantasy one that I have is The Legend of the Blue Sea. This is a mermaid one. It's a little bit older. Well, it's like the same as Descendants of the Sun. I think it's from like 2016 or something, 2015. This is one of the longest ones because it has 20 episodes. It's 20 episodes long, but I did enjoy it at the time. I haven't rewatched it in a long time. I watched like in 2017 or something, so it's been a while, but I remember liking it. So the story is Shim Chung, a mermaid from the Joseon era, follows her true love, nobleman's son, Kim Ryung, to modern-day Seoul. Ryung's doppelganger, Ho Jun-jae, is a skilled scam artist who becomes intrigued by Shim Chung due to a $6 million jade bracelet she wears. With nowhere else to go, Shim Chung moves in with Jun-jae and his partners, Jo Nam-doo and Tae-ho. As Shim Chung navigates her new life, she faces competition for Jun-jae's affection from researcher Cha Si-ya. Meanwhile, a dangerous killer, Ma Tae-young, sent by Jun-jae's stepmother, threatens their safety. I love mermaid things, stories, so when I heard about this one, I was like, I have to watch it, and I did really like it. The actor who plays this is like a really famous K-drama actor called Imino. And yeah, it's more of a fantasy one. There's pretty sure she time travels, I think, or something, and he's like a descendant. Actually, says doppelganger, but anyway, there's like a dual timeline kind of thing. But it's really good. I remember enjoying a lot. So if you're interested in that, it's really funny also because she really doesn't know how to live in like modern day. Well, modern day in like 2016, but it's still modern day. And so it's really funny seeing her sort of like figuring things out. Yeah, it's an emotional one too, if I can remember. But K-dramas usually are like there's a lot of people crying and stuff like that. So those are the fantasy ones. Now we have. I had this as rom-com because it's a little more comedy. There's usually something funny in every K-drama, but not all of them are considered like comedies. So for rom-com, I have Strong Woman, the Bong and this is also a bit of fantasy because she is a really, really strong woman. Like her bloodline, all the women in her family, they have this like super strength. So, and she's a really tiny woman, like she's really short and tiny, but she's really, really strong. And I'm not too sure how he meets her. Let me look for the synopsis, the blurb or whatever it's called. It's a long one, so bear with me. The Bong Soon is a petite, unemployed woman who is honest and kind. She appears little and sweet on the outside, but she is in fact very, very strong. For generations in her family, the women have been gifted with Herculean strength to use for the greater good. If abused, however, their power will be taken away. Whilst standing up for herself after gang members bully her, she finds herself approached by An Min-hyuk, the handsome and somewhat childish CEO of Aimsoft, a gaming company. An Min-hyuk, who holds a great distrust towards the police, witnessed the whole exchange of Bong Soon's superhuman strength and now wants to employ her as a bodyguard after being threatened by an unknown enemy. Min-hyuk falls in love with the super strong Bong Soon at first sight, but there's a catch. Bong Soon has eyes for someone else, a police officer and childhood friend, In-guk-do, whom she has known since high school. When chaos ensues after a series of kidnappings in the Bong Soon's hometown of the Bongdong, Bong Soon must decide whether to use her strength and stand up to evil or play it safe and keep her powers hidden from the world. Combined with the love triangle she faces between In-guk-do and An Min-hyuk, as well as having to keep Mi-hyuk safe, Bong Soon's life is thrown into turmoil. Can she use her strength for the greater good, or will it prove in the end to be too much? It sounds intense, but this is so funny. It really is funny, and the actors have great chemistry. So when they are together as a couple, they are a little bit like cutesy and cringy with each other, but you can't help but be giggly and like laugh with them because they're so good. There's like a scene that's really famous on this K-drama. I'm not really gonna show it, but it's one where they are already together and they're texting each other, and the main guy also emotional, but as I said, it's usually pretty dramatic. K-dramas, I mean, they are called K-dramas. I will say this is I think 2016 K-drama, or something. So there is a representation of what a gay guy would be that's very stereotypical. So I'm just warning you guys in advance. I know that that's just very stereotypical and not true for all of gay guys. So I'm just warning you guys beforehand. But I mean, I do think you can set that aside a little bit and enjoy the K-drama because it's really good and really funny. There's a love triangle, but honestly, you know who she's gonna end up with from the beginning. So let's move on to the next rom-com. I don't even know what Okay, so the next recommendation that I have for rom-coms is also one of my favorites. And it's like very rare in a way, like because it's set on a college campus, like a university campus, and honestly they don't do a lot of those. I don't know why, because I feel like that's the perfect like sort of place to develop rom-coms. You know, people are young, people are full of energy or whatever. I don't know, that doesn't make any sense, but like it is a nice place to, you know, have rom-coms. I don't know, but anyway, this is one of my favorite ones. And I will read you the blurb, the story. But it is like a university focused on sports, so that's basically the focus of it. But anyway, Bokju is a weightlifter who is pursuing her dream of winning the gold medal, but she then finds romance for the first time in her life. While she is a woman who trains with heavy steel weights, she's also very feminine when it comes to relationships, focusing solely on weightlifting would jeopardize her relationship, but leaving her weightlifting career for love would keep her from attaining her dreams. Can she find a way to have love as well as glory at the age of 20? The characters within this drama are elite athletes in weightlifting, swimming, and rhythmic gymnastics who work hard to reach their goals in life. It covers their coming of age stories and relationships through hectic life. So yeah, it's so fun. I mean, I do think that it needs a little bit of like you need to push through a little bit because the first episodes might be kind of but when it gets to like, I don't even know, but the main couple is the cutest little thing. They are so cute together, so sweet. He really likes to like grind her gears in the beginning, but that's just like, I don't know how he is. And they are so sweet, so cute when they get together. And I really love this this drama a lot. It's one of my favorites. But it does need a little convincing. Like you need to push through. I promise you that when you finish, you will have. Oh my god, you'll like it. Okay, you'll enjoy it. is 20 episodes long, so it's also a little bit longer, but every episode is worth it. I swear. This K-drama is it is not romance focused, but it has action, revenge. No, not really revenge, this one, I think, but it's action. There is a little bit of romance, there is a little bit of comedy, there's found family, which is insane in the context that it is, but it is so amazing. Like, they really knocked it out of the park, this one. It's one of my favorites ever. The first episode is a little meh, but when you get hooked, it's done. You're done. Like, it's amazing. Let me read you the blurb. At the age of 8, Park. It's not even Park. I think it's Peck. Too young, left for Italy after being adopted. Now an adult, he's known as Vincenzo and employed by a mafia family as a consigliere. Due to warring mafia factions, he flies to South Korea, where he gets involved with lawyer Hong Chae-young. She's the type of attorney who will do anything to win a case. Now back in his motherland, he gives an unrivaled conglomerate a taste of his own medicine with a side of his own version of justice. This is incredible. Even the villain is incredible. He's like horrible but incredible in a way. Like, the actor did an amazing job. All the actors are amazing, and it's like I said, it's full of action. There's romance, even a little bit. There's a little bit of comedy and a lot of found family. It is just amazing, and I really recommend this one. I mean, I recommend all of the ones that I'm talking about, but you know what I mean. The other one that I have is The Glory. This one does involve bullying, and some pretty heavy bullying. Like, so if you are triggered by that, maybe don't watch it, because yeah, this is a revenge one. A high school student dreams of becoming an architect. However, she had to drop out of school after suffering from brutal school violence. Years later, the perpetrator gets married and has a kid. Once the kid is in elementary school, the former victim becomes her homeroom teacher and starts her thorough revenge towards the perpetrators and bystanders of her bullying days. So it's basically her getting revenge on these awful people who bullied her like hard during high school. And there is romance in this one, and it's also amazing because he's just like ready to throw arms, and do whatever she wants to get these people. It's really good. Acting is also amazing, and you just kind of want her to get revenge. Like, these people are awful. So yeah, a lot of shit goes on. Please watch it. The next one is also one of my favorites, and it is Marry My Husband. It does involve time travel. I think a little bit of time travel. So that is that like fantastical aspect, I guess. But it is a revenge K-drama, and a really good one with a really good romance too. Kang Ji-won's marriage to Park Min-won is strained due to his selfishness, unemployment, and a domineering mother. Ji-won is the family's sole breadwinner and does all best friend, by the way. Like she goes back in time and plots so her best friend, the one that he was having an affair with, marries him instead, so she can have the miserable life she had. Meanwhile, Yuji Yuk, her colleague, secretly harbors feelings for Ji-won and conceals a hidden truth. Really good, really amazing. It is kind of satisfying seeing the people that deserve it suffer. But you know, see her get the revenge that she wants. And there's good romance involved. Okay, I always appreciate that, and it's just really good. Like, it's one of my favorites ever. Yeah, I was just like instantly hooked. It's really good. And the last, I think, yeah, the last category that I have is drama, but non-romance focused. And I have two. And the first one is called Twinkling Watermelon. It's a weird name, I know, but I promise you, it's one of the best K-dramas that you're gonna watch ever. It's one of my favorites also. It does have a little bit of romance, but it's not the sole focus of it. I'm pretty sure the sole focus of it is not the sole one, but the focus of it is the relationship between father and son. But in a different way. Let me read you the thingy. In 2023, high school student Eungyo, a coda with a passion for music. If you don't know, coda means, I'm pretty sure it means child of deaf adults. Leads a double life as a model pupil by day and a guitarist by night. When he discovers a mysterious music store, he's unexpectedly transported back to 1995, where he meets his father, Hai-chan, as a high schooler. Lee-chan doesn't recognize him and is infatuated with the cellist, Sekyung, not Eungyo's mother, Jung-ha. To set things right, Eungyo joins a band led by Lee-chan, hoping to reunite his future parents and return to the present. So this one is amazing. It made me laugh out loud, but it also made me cry. It's just amazing. Like, it is also found family. Like, there's a group of friends. I'm pretty sure there's a group of friends, and there's like a really cute romance also. It's not focused on romance, but it is a part of it. Yeah, I just really recommend it if you want something very dramatic, but a little bit heartwarming and fun. It's gonna make you laugh, it's gonna make you cry. There's a happy ending, of course, and it's just one of my favorites. And the last K-drama that I have for you guys today is The Good Bad Mother. It is also not focused on the romance, but there is a romance in it. But it is the focus is also parent-child relationship, you know, between a mother and a son. Okay. Young-soon is a single mother and a pig farmer who raised her son, Kang-ho, alone. Despite her love for him, her strict parenting caused Kang-ho to view her as a bad mother. As an adult, Kang-ho became a cold-hearted prosecutor and kept his distance from his mother. However, an unexpected accident caused him to return to his hometown and start over with Young-soon, Kang-ho's childhood friend Miju, known for her warm heart and and strong sense of justice also reconnected with him after his accident, leading to a transformative experience for her. So it's there's it's understandable why she became a strict parent, and you can see that in the drama. But the accident kind of gives her somewhat of, well, kind of gives her like a second chance in parenting him, and it's a really beautiful story. The acting is amazing, and it's really emotional, and like, yeah, it's just really good also. So if you're looking for something that's a little like not as focused on romance, that's also a good choice. Those are all the dramas that I had for you who wants to start watching K-dramas, and or maybe you already watch it but you got some recommendations in this video. If you've watched any of these, let me know in the comments your